Hi everyone, it's Neil at Mindlocks again, and today we're going to be looking through some services that are available for people who suffer from mental health and my chosen charity who I support, Health in Mind. Now, first of all, what I want to say is thank you very much for following and sharing and watching all our videos over Mental Health Week 2020. This will be the final video for the week, however we will be continuing to put up content, so please keep continuing to support us in what we're trying to do by fundraising for the charity as well as other services. Now, what I'm going to mention first is kind of a rough idea of what services are available out with government support for people who have suffered mental health problems and are recovering from those or going through them currently. There's things like social groups where it involves people getting together with either other people who are suffering or re-engaging them with people once they've been through initial treatment. There's medical support where people are independently can get access to things like counselling or advice on how to get support through the NHS or private medical care. There's peer-to-peer support, which is something where people can actually get somebody to help buddy with them to help them through the problems and to re-engage with various parts of their life once they've sought the initial help. There's also funding, where the funding is really important for all the charities to continue providing these services and making them available. And it also, in some instances, gives funding to people to access counselling services, which obviously for someone from a bad background who's been through a traumatic experience or has mental health problems, that can be a lifesaver out with the normal funding that's available from the government, from the NHS. Now, with Health in Mind, they do a load of these different things, and we're going to go through just most of the services that they run within the city of Edinburgh and further afield in Edinburgh as well, to allow the people that access their services to obviously cope with their mental health problems and recover from them as well. So first of all, there's Rediscover. Now, Rediscover is a service which basically engages people into social settings and activities. So if they've been locked away with obviously mental health problems for a long time, it allows them to re-engage and start building that confidence up again to become a member of, acting society and get them really re-engaged. There's Edspace. Edspace is an educational website and service which basically helps educate people on mental health factors and other problems to do with mental health. I highly recommend checking that out. Actually, it's a very educational resource. There's Social Hub. Now, Social Hub is aimed at 18 to 25-year-olds, and it's a meeting where people can go into the meeting and obviously discuss their problems with similar like-minded people between the ages of 18 and 25, so that kind of youth demographic there. There's Resolve Counselling. Now, Resolve Counselling is a service that's available. It's £50 for an hour session, and it covers the costs of not only the session but also the ability for Health in Mind to provide that service as well. There's Equal Access. Now, Equal Access is a service that's aimed specifically at ethnic minority groups in the area of Edinburgh. Now, obviously, in all cities, there's people who from ethnic backgrounds, and they can potentially struggle to obviously engage with the local communities. It may result in them having mental health problems, etc. So it's a service specifically aimed at helping those people. There's a one-to-one peer support network, where basically it's a buddy system. It's something that I signed up for just before lockdown kind of hit, but unfortunately I've not had a chance to get involved with it yet. However, I've been through the training, and essentially what it is, it's a service to meet up with somebody once a week or slightly less if they decide, over a number of meetings. And what it's designed to do is to give someone the support to start re-engaging with normal activities. It could be things like going for shopping, going for a coffee, literally just meeting up for a chat in the park. I think that's a really key service for a lot of people. I was lucky enough to have a lot of people around me when I was going through my mental health problems, and they really helped me on a personal level, but a lot of people don't have that, and I think it's really important that people know that this service is available so they're not shut away from gaining that support. There's the Trauma Service. Now, the Trauma Service is aimed at men and women who have gone through extremely traumatic experiences where it could be a number of things, but it's specifically aimed at getting them past that traumatic event. There's a sexual abuse service as well, where the sexual abuse service is obviously very much aimed at people who have been through sexual abuse and potentially domestic violence as well, something which I'll potentially cover in another video as well. And there's also many support groups. So within Health in Mind, there's different areas within the city and out with the city as well, where they help support various demographics and people. So they're looking to set these up all the time and obviously expand that network, which is really, really good. Now, obviously, I want to thank you again for supporting me over Mental Health Week 2020 and also supporting Mindlocks and the charity. It's been very interesting to speak to a lot of people and share my story. And I'm hoping in the future to be able to share some of your stories as well. So if it's something you would be interested in, if you've been through a mental health issue and you've come out the other side and you want to share your story, I'd be really interested in hearing from you. What's left for me to say is thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and share.